Hey there, welcome back to PsychologyWorks. I'm Dr. Greenaway. Today I want to talk about lifestyles and psychological health or mental health. So I want to talk today about what kinds of lifestyle changes a person should make if you want to have long-term mental health and not just bone up for some event that you're trying to get through and then go back to your old ways again. If you think about a lifestyle change, we're looking at something long-term, not some quick fix. So there are certain food diets out there where if you eat a certain way or you don't eat certain foods, you can lose weight fast, but those are known to be short-term. You lose the weight and then eventually you go back to a certain lifestyle to where the weight comes back on. So same thing with mental health. If you can live a certain lifestyle that you're happy with, and it's also contributing to good mental health, then you might not have these incidents or episodes that come up that cause the difficulties. A great analogy would be when you're saving up to buy something. So let's say you have a certain amount of money and then there's something you want to buy, like let's say a guitar, and it costs a lot of money. And so you save money or you work extra or you do something to accumulate enough money to buy this thing, whatever it happens to be. Probably a guitar, but in any case it could be an amplifier. It would be something guitar related for sure, or whatever it is your hobby happens to be. Let's say a car even, that's much more expensive. But so you save up for this and then you buy it and then you go back to your normal spending habits of buying a lot of crap that you don't need. And so what we're talking about is you would live every day as if you were saving up to buy something. Then when you did see something that really was meaningful and important to you, then you would already have the money in the bank and you could go ahead and buy it, and you wouldn't have to suffer through some kind of a difficult period. Or heaven forbid, something comes up, a tree falls on the car or something, where all of a sudden you need extra money now and you don't have it. But if you look around the house, you might see lots of things that you thought, because they seemed kind of cool, or other people were getting them, or it was a trendy thing to do. Instead, we would want a lifestyle of living more simply, still buying things. It's always about a balance. I'm not saying that you have to live like a miser or a pauper, but you would think about your purchases in a way as if you were saving up to buy something, and then maybe you would make different choices. So now let's apply that to mental health. There are a few areas that you would really want to focus on in how you live your life. Let's talk about sleep. Sleep is so important for mood, concentration, and that overlaps. Think about it. If you're able to concentrate better, you're going to perform better, you're going to be in a better mood because of that, let alone the direct effect of just not having enough sleep. You should be living a lifestyle where you keep a consistent sleep pattern. You should be going to bed around the same time every night, waking up around the same time every morning, even on the weekends. Now that seems crazy to certain people. They don't do it. They don't expect their kids to do it. Weekends are a time to stay up, and you want to balance that. Again, you don't want to live the life of a hermit and never socialize, or if it is a certain event and it happens to be later at night, okay, you break it. You make the exception. Let's talk about who you're socializing with. If you're around people who are toxic, they make you upset, they make you feel guilty, then you need to think about some way that you could live a lifestyle where those people aren't coming in contact with you very often. The third aspect of life, exercising. You don't need to be practicing for a marathon. You don't need to live your life like there's a huge event coming and then you exercise, and then it becomes too much to maintain and it's not very pleasant, and so then you don't exercise. You should be incorporating normal amounts of exercise into your day. You've probably heard things about, you parking a little bit of a distance from the store that you're going to instead of trying to find the spot right up close. If you have a chance to use stairs or an elevator, take the stairs. Even if you don't have an elevator phobia, do it just for the exercise purposes. Go for leisurely walks. Make that part of your routine. And if you do it around the same time every day, your body gets used to that and craves it in a way. So if you're used to coming home from work and then you go for a walk around the neighborhood, and it's not too strenuous, and you try to make it a pleasant experience. Try to notice the flowers that are growing in the neighbors' yards or whatever else you might see. Maybe you're in the city and there are no flowers. Maybe make it a chance to see what kind of people are on the street. Do some people watching. Remind yourself that you're doing this for exercise and you're experiencing the world outside of your apartment or your house. View it in a positive way. Enjoy it. Don't feel like you have to walk a certain pace. If you want to check on your watch how many steps you did, all of that is great. But if you start making it too much like a competition and it becomes not fun, now if you love competition and it's enjoyable, by all means do it. But if it starts to make you feel guilty because you didn't reach the same number of steps today than you did yesterday, then maybe don't even use that app if it gets to you like that. The main thing is that you're incorporating normal amounts of exercise into your day. And the last thing I'm going to say is balance. Balancing work and play. Anyone can clearly see that if you are working too much, you're going to start feeling run down, resenting life, resenting work. Those are negative feelings that stick with you. And if you are not working at all and you're only doing things on the computer that you enjoy, playing video games, downloading things, online shopping, whatever it is, and there may be some things that are good for you in the long term, but they're maybe not pleasant. Most of the things we've been talking about today have to do with restricting your urge to just do something that could be fun in the moment. And there's limits to that. You don't want to live a life of be an ascetic where you're denying yourself all pleasures, but you also want to deny yourself some pleasures if it's going to get you bigger gains in the long run. So think about that. If this is something helpful for you, please like. If it was somewhat entertaining or you can use it in some way, like, subscribe. More videos are going to be coming. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. And I will see you next time on Psychology Works.